Hi, everybody. As I look into my crystal ball, I see, we're ready for Clips of the Week.
The Talksport Clips of the Week.
Yes, Christian, thanks very much. It's Hawksbee and Jacobs here with the Clips of the Week.
Yes, it is, that's right.
Just to let you know, 235 ahead England, 354 for 6. Back to Jack Bannister later. Anyway, Clips of the Week. We start then with Mike Parry and news of a breakthrough in medical science.
Or a personal pocket radio to keep up to date with the other game's scores, and a DVT recorder.
The DVT recorder. So when you're on the plane, you know.
Yes,
when you can get up and have a little walk around.
It tells you, doesn't it?
Yeah, what a fantastic thing that is. It's about time.
Now here's Ian Danter reporting into breakfast from the motor show.
At the forward stand, you can see right down to the other end of this particular hall, which has got to be at least 3 football pitches long.
Three football pitches long. Okay.
So that's the 3 football pitches.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty big, isn't it? Then an hour later on Gaunty's show, he popped up again.
Morning, Gaunty. It's a fantastic stand, this forward stand. You've got to come and take a look if you get the chance, fella, because it's as big as a football pitch. Maybe even 2 football pitches, if that brings it home to you. Just
So they've taken
how huge it is.
a whole football pitch size bit out of the stand.
They lost it, yeah.
So what, suddenly did they think,
space?
get a smaller one?
That's right, yeah.
Now this is Alan, talking movies.
How can you sit there, what with 6 cans of Carlsberg Special, watching, how can you watch a film in subtitles? I remember the only one I watched, and I was half asleep, was Tora, Pearl Harbor. Do you remember that?
I do remember that one, Alan, yeah.
Which I think had about 10 minutes of subtitles in a 2.5-hour war film. I mean, that's about as art house as Alan gets. I love the idea that he can't possibly sit down and watch a film unless he's got 6 cans of Carlsberg Special.
Yeah, I don't think half asleep is what he was.
I think exactly. Watching the film with a hand over one eye, with a can in the other.
Now, here's Lisa O'Sullivan with news for Arsenal fans.
Arsene Wenger has ruled out a move for Barcelona striker Javier Saviola.
He'll be popping in the dressing room.
I thought he was a better player than that.
Yeah. So there we are.
Yeah.
And this is a Scottish caller to breakfast, talking about the Rolling Stones. We think.
The best gigs he's played is the Barrowlands. He loved it up in Glasgow.
Now,
You still there, Pat?
Charlie Watts played a Ludwig Domkat,
Right.
but on that night in question, he played a white mother of pearl premier.
Yeah.
I said, Charlie, have you sold your car? He says, no. It was too expensive to fly up.
Is that right?
I got my photograph taken outside McCormick's in Bath Street.
Hmm.
And
Still there?
I'm still there. And
Yeah. Any chance to get the people from Tora, give us some subtitles of that one out? I got Charlie Watts and the Ludwig, but apart from that, I was struggling really. Mother of Pearl, but apart from that, I mean, honestly,
That was incredible.
outside of the bloke's street, I think he'd struggle.
How the way he kept stopping there to say, is he still there?
He loved it. He loved to pause for effect, didn't he?
It's incredible.
Brilliant.
Anyway,
What's next, Andy?
it's Beaky on the Open.
I think he used a driver once. He did use woods, don't forget. He used the 3 wood here and the 3 wood there.
Here a wood, there a wood, everywhere a wood, good old Tiger used a wood. What do you mean, do? It's E-I-E-I-O. It's not hard to remember, is it?
I do the do version.
Really?
Oh, no, not really.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Well, you know, I told you I'd mess it up. Anyway.
You did a little dance as well. It's a shame, you
Well, I
know.
like a little dance.
You
Why
did a little
not?
dance. But anyway, this is Mike and Rodri, and it is amazing how much you can get out of an emailer's name and address.
Right, now, Tom from Teddington. Tom from Teddington. Now, that's a song, isn't it? 10-ton... no, it was 10-ton Ted from Teddington, and he drove the baker's van. Remember?
Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Ernie, the fastest smoker in the West. Ernie,
The fastest
smoker in the West. Right, Tom from Teddington.
Yeah, there well, Mike. He was 2-ton Ted, so has he put 8 tons on?
He has,
Should
actually.
get on Quinny's diet.
It's been a bit quiet on the Clips front this week, so we were relieved on Saturday morning to hear this.
Coming right up, Fisherman's Blues with me, Nigel Botherway.
Yes,
That's right. You think, oh, thank goodness for that.
Thank
We're back in business.
Yeah.
And here he is with a fact.
Because the thing is you've got to remember, fish haven't got fingers, so...
Well, don't tell birds either.
Oh, a bit late now, isn't it?
Exactly.
It is a bit late. And here he is again, Nigel, talking about the regular Fisherman's Blues presenter, Keith Arthur.
I remember seeing a great video presented by our very own Keith Arthur. I bet he did it 20 years ago, roach fishing in Ireland. I think that was up in Enniskillen. But it was a great. I don't know if you ever saw it. It was a great video.
Yeah, I got down to Blockbuster. It's their video of the week.
It is. I've seen it. I actually got the DVD. It's got the extras, the making of was just fantastic. It was the director's cut. It's Keith. You get a commentary from Keith.
That's right.
He's odd because he's presenting it, so you get a commentary on his commentary.
Well, why not?
So, it's back to the Open, and hey, Paul and Andy, Bob Bubka.
This is for bogey. Big putt. Turn yells. And it gets there. That is a man-sized bogey.
It's the same language, really, only different, isn't it? Sometimes you realise that, it's a different language. Now, what's this, Andy?
It's Alan, with a new word.
Another one I fancy tonight with Beaky is I'm a chronic insomniac. Insomniac. It's just the way it's written.
Oh yeah, well, if you actually, the way it's written, it's actually the way it's said, I think you'll find.
Yeah, two different versions, I think.
I am an isomaniac. Talking of which, talking of Scots here on Talksport, here's George Galloway introducing a caller.
I'm going to Farah in Slough because I always prioritise women callers and I want more of them. Farah, thank you very much for calling.
Good evening.
It's a man, I'm sorry.
No, she's just got a deep voice, George.
Yeah, that's right. Madam Father of all mistakes. Easy done, though.
Of course it is.
And finally, Andy.
Oh, and finally.
Mike Parry sings.
Marvellous.
But only realises right at the end of the song that it isn't his key.
It's me! I am the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of a rival.
There we are.
And the lights notes my thoughts is prey in the night, and he's watching us all in the eye.
Realising just at the end, I should have started a little bit lower than that.
Possibly.
So there's your clips of the week. They'll be back next week. Oh dear, let's go back to the old. Go back to the Old Trafford. Go back to Old Trafford, where it's been a wicket and it's tea. Jack Bannister.
3:57 for 7. Useful little stand.